Forget planes, forget trains, forget highways stretching endlessly across the Earth. Soon, human travel may happen inside sealed tubes, moving faster than sound itself. Imagine stepping into a capsule in New York and emerging in London before your coffee cools. But Hyperloop is not just about speed. What if this technology doesn't merely shorten travel time, but fundamentally rewires how humans connect, work, love, trade, and think about distance itself? The internet connected our minds. Hyperloop may connect our bodies. In this documentary, TIMEGATE explores Hyperloop 2040, not as transportation, but as a catalyst for one of the most profound societal transformations since the digital revolution. This is not a story about machines. This is a story about humanity. What is Hyperloop? The technology that refuses to be ignored. So, what exactly is Hyperloop? At its core, Hyperloop is a ground-based transportation system designed to move passengers and cargo at near supersonic speeds, without wings, without jet fuel, and without traditional rails. The concept is deceptively simple. A sealed tube, extremely low air pressure, a capsule that floats using magnetic levitation. By removing air resistance and wheel friction, the two greatest limits of speed, Hyperloop allows capsules to glide almost effortlessly. Instead of pushing through air like an airplane, the capsule moves through an environment similar to cruising at 100,000 feet above Earth. This is why Hyperloop is often described as flying on the ground. Unlike airplanes, Hyperloop uses electric propulsion, can be powered by renewable energy, is immune to weather turbulence, requires far less energy per passenger. Unlike trains, there is no wheel-on-track friction, no traditional rail limits, no sharp braking or vibration. And unlike cars, there is no traffic, no intersections, no human error. Hyperloop is not an upgrade of existing transport. It is a new category. Even more important is what Hyperloop eliminates: waiting. No airport security marathons, no boarding gates, no takeoff queues. In theory, Hyperloop stations function like metro hubs: continuous flow, rapid departure, minimal delay. But the most disruptive idea is not speed. It is time compression. When a journey that once took hours now takes minutes, the human brain stops thinking in terms of distance. Entire regions collapse into single economic zones. Daily life begins to reorganize itself. Hyperloop challenges a rule that has governed civilization since the Stone Age. Distance equals separation. And when that rule breaks, everything else follows. Hyperloop on the ground. What is actually happening today? This is not science fiction. Hyperloop is already being tested, quietly, strategically, and globally. China, the silent sprint. China has conducted some of the most advanced low-vacuum maglev experiments to date. On experimental tracks exceeding 2 kilometers, Chinese prototypes have reportedly reached speeds above 600 km/h, with future systems designed for 1,000 km/h and beyond. To put this into perspective, a 200 kilometer journey by car, 12 to 15 hours, by high-speed rail, 6-8 hours by airplane, including airport time, 5-6 hours by Hyperloop, projected 1.5 hours. China's long-term vision connects megacity clusters, turning entire provinces into unified labor and economic markets. Europe, engineering the network. Europe approaches Hyperloop differently through cooperation and regulation. Projects in Netherlands, Germany, France, Italy have built full-scale testing facilities focusing on safety, evacuation systems, and passenger comfort. A proposed Amsterdam-Paris Hyperloop route could reduce travel time from 3.5 hours by train to less than 30 minutes. Europe sees Hyperloop not just as speed, but as a climate solution, aiming to replace short-haul flights with zero-emission ground travel. United States, private innovation. In the United States, companies like Virgin Hyperloop and others have already conducted human passenger tests inside vacuum tubes. Proposed corridors include Los Angeles to San Francisco, Chicago, to Columbus, Dallas, to Houston. The Dallas-Houston route, car, 4 hours train, planned, 3 hours plane, total journey, 2.5 hours, Hyperloop projection, 30 minutes. The challenge in the US is not technology, it is land, regulation, and political coordination. But the direction is clear. Hyperloop is no longer if, it is when and who controls it. Before we move forward, understand this. Hyperloop is not just about speed. Its impact unfolds across 5 powerful forces: how we move, how cities are designed, how economies function, how cultures interact, and how humanity perceives distance itself. Each influence reshapes daily life in ways that extend far beyond transportation, setting the stage for a transformation unlike anything before it. Number 1. The vanishing horizon. A new era of proximity. For thousands of years, distance defined destiny. Where you were born decided where you lived, worked, and died. Oceans divided cultures, mountains isolated civilizations. Then came ships, then trains, then airplanes. Each innovation shrank the world, but never erased distance entirely. Hyperloop changes the equation. By traveling through low-pressure tubes using magnetic levitation, Hyperloop removes the 2 great enemies of speed, friction and air resistance. The result? Ground travel at near supersonic speeds. New York to Los Angeles in under 30 minutes. Paris to Berlin in 20. Tokyo to Osaka in minutes. But speed is only the surface. The real revolution is proximity. When distance disappears, borders blur. When borders blur, societies change. Fast is an understatement. Connected is the true breakthrough. Number 2. Cities without borders. The urban fabric transformed. What defines a city? Is it geography or accessibility? Hyperloop could give rise to mega-regions, networks of cities functioning as one economic and cultural organism. Imagine living in a quiet rural town, working in a financial hub hundreds of kilometers away, returning home the same evening. Daily life would no longer revolve around commuting time, but personal choice. This could rewrite urban planning itself. Overcrowded megacities may finally breathe. Forgotten towns could be reborn. Housing affordability could stabilize as populations spread naturally. Remote work wouldn't mean isolation, it would mean freedom. The city of the future may not be a place, it may be a network. Number 3. Economic shockwaves. Industries on fast-forward Hyperloop doesn't just move people, it moves economies. Supply chains that once took weeks could operate in hours. Manufacturing could become fully distributed across continents. Production delays, storage costs, and logistics bottlenecks could collapse. Tourism would be transformed. Weekend trips across continents. Morning meetings in one country, dinner in another. Travel becomes casual, not ceremonial. And then there is talent. Hyperloop could create global talent pools, allowing engineers, artists, scientists, and entrepreneurs to collaborate physically without relocation. Innovation accelerates when humans meet face to face. Hyperloop may become the bloodstream of a planetary economy. Number 4. Bridging divides, a human connection. Renaissance technology often connects us digitally, yet separates us physically. Hyperloop could reverse that trend. Cultures once separated by distance could interact frequently. Misunderstandings dissolve through familiarity. Curiosity replaces fear. Families divided by oceans could reunite more often. Migration would no longer mean separation. Love would no longer be constrained by geography. This may give rise to a new identity, not local, not national, but global. A shared human experience, grounded in movement, access, and presence. For the first time, humanity may truly feel like one neighborhood. Number 5. The road ahead, navigating the Hyperloop revolution. Yet every revolution faces resistance. Hyperloop must overcome engineering challenges, safety concerns, regulation and political borders, public trust. There are questions we must confront. Who controls the network? Who gets access first? Will this technology unite or divide further? History reminds us that progress is never neutral. The choices made now will shape how Hyperloop serves humanity or fails it. The wheel changed civilization. Electricity reshaped society. The internet connected minds. Hyperloop may connect humanity itself. By collapsing distance, it forces us to rethink where we live, how we work, who we belong to. The future of travel is not about arriving faster. It's about bringing humanity closer. This is Hyperloop 2040. And this is the future of human connection.